Our next film is yet another Vietnam War drama, but it is rendered special because of the intimacy of its story and because of one extraordinary performance. In Country is the name of the film. It's a story of a 17-year-old Southern girl whose father was killed in Vietnam combat before she was born. Now she wants to learn about him and the war. Her uncle, her mother's brother, is a Vietnam vet played by Bruce Willis. He's closed-mouthed and bitter about the war and doesn't want to answer his niece's persistent questions.
What's a click and what's a bouncing booby?
Bouncing Betty.
Well, what is it?
Cake recipe. You ain't never gonna understand it. You don't want to.
That's Emily Lloyd, a British actress so convincing as the Southern girl. When she reads her father's diary, she starts forming opinions about him that infuriate Bruce Willis.
Oh, he talked about them gooks and that killing. I hated it. I don't like him anymore.
You don't like him anymore? Who the hell are you to judge him?
The film concludes with a quietly powerful family visit to the Vietnam War Memorial in Washington, D.C.
Twain E. Hughes.
That visit to the memorial runs on for about 15 screen minutes, and it has almost an hallucinogenic quality, taking us into a trance-like reverie about the war and its effects on families. It's remarkable, that monument, and particularly the way it's shot by Norman Jewison, in which you see the reflection of the people looking at the wall on the names and the reverberation back and forth. It's very, very special. What I like about In Country is not that it has any fresh insights, but that it is so matter-of-fact about the slices of life it presents. We meet some people, we see how the war has touched them, and life goes on. Emily Lloyd is superb. Bruce Willis is thoroughly credible in a serious role, and that marvelous Vietnam War Memorial deserves some kind of award as supporting actor in this picture.
You know, I felt almost exactly the same way you did about the movie. This movie doesn't have a plot in a conventional sense.
Right.
It doesn't set up a lot of conflict between the people and who's going to win and who's going to lose.
Will the Vietnam vet blow up and kill everybody, or what?
Really go berserk with his machine gun or something? None of that. This is a movie about ordinary people in an ordinary small town going about their ordinary lives and asking questions that anyone would ask. This daughter has never known her father, and the most heartbreaking line in the movie is when her mother says, "Honey, I only married him a month before he went to Vietnam, and then I never saw him again. I hardly even remember your dad." But she remembers him, and with her uncle, they go back and they make their peace at the memorial with this war. And the last scene of the movie is constructed like a short story. Episode and dialogue leading up to a big moment of truth at the end, rather than a more conventional plot. Well, it's very effective.
I thought it was extremely effective. This Emily Lloyd, first of all, I didn't recognize her at first. This is the girl from Wish You Were Here.
Yes.
And then
she played a mafia daughter
just a couple of weeks ago. And you see her, and what a fresh, exciting person. And then you realize who it is. I mean, it's a tremendous achievement. It's a great bit of casting, I think, to think of her for this role. Bruce Willis was just fine.
And the end of the movie is a real emotional powerhouse.
Absolutely.